Hey y'all, Mike here from allamerican.org, and today we're talking about how to find workwear made in the USA. So you obviously need something super high quality and durable when you're on the job. So today we're going to go through how to find workwear brands that are made in the USA, some great American-made ones to look at, and obviously cover some of the big brands in the industry and where they're actually made. Now, per usual, also have some written research on this topic, so links in the description below to all of that relevant research on allamerican.org. And if you like this style of content, make sure to like and subscribe, and head over to allamerican.org for all of our product category research, brand investigations, news, and everything else that we do to support American manufacturing. So diving into material sourcing, when it comes to workwear, there are a few common materials that you'll typically see, starting off with cotton. Now, cotton is obviously big business in the US. I've covered it extensively in some previous videos. We are the world's third largest cotton producer behind China and India, but there are plenty of great American sourcing options for cotton. So you should have no problem finding brands that source a lot of their raw materials when they have cotton in their workwear from US suppliers. Now, this also applies to materials like waxed canvas, which is made from cotton oftentimes, and some other specialty materials that you may see in workwear. You also commonly see synthetics in workwear as well, like polyester. The US also ranks third globally in polyester production, so again, should have no problem finding brands that have US suppliers for this material. You'll also probably see wool, especially in workwear that's meant for the colder months. Australia is far and away the biggest global producer of wool, but the US still has 17% of the wool production market share globally. So again, should have no problem finding American sourced materials there. All right, let's jump into some great American-made workwear brands. Now, I don't have time to cover every single workwear brand in this video that's made in the USA, so make sure to check out our full research on allamerican.org and leave a comment below with your favorite American-made workwear brand if I missed any. First up is 1620 Workwear. These guys are based in Massachusetts and have a great lineup of some of the most durable workwear on the market. They use a bunch of proprietary fabrics that last up to 10 times longer than cotton, and they have a huge product inventory everywhere from work pants to hoodies and everything in between. So no matter what clothing you need for your next job, 1620 Workwear should have it. We also did an exclusive interview with them, which you can check out in our Spotlight series on allamerican.org. It is a really cool behind the scenes view of their operation and just the passion that they really bring into the business. So make sure to check that out as well. Next up is Origin. Origin is based in Farmington, Maine, and they have a bunch of super durable workwear. Check out their jeans and jackets for some of the more popular items. These things are really built to last and withstand some grueling work environments. Next up is Pella. Pella is based in Iowa and is a bit of a niche brand. They focus mainly on veterinary apparel, but have some great overalls and other workwear that not only you can use at the vet, but in other lines of work as well. So if you're in the market for overalls, definitely give Pella a look. Next up is Benchmark FR. Benchmark FR is based in Santa Ana, California, and makes workwear for electrical line workers, oil refinery workers, machine operators, welders, basically anybody who has exposure to potential flash fires. They source most of their materials domestically. They have a couple of imported materials, but if you need something that's fire resistant, Benchmark FR is a great option. Next up is Atlas 46. Atlas 46 is based in Fenton, Missouri, and makes a ton of great tactical gear for military and law enforcement, as well as a lot of other lines of work. I think their stitching is really what sets them apart here. They use a 301 lock stitch, which is a specific technique to essentially ensure that none of the fabrics come apart at the seams. So their clothing is incredibly durable, no matter if you're in military or law enforcement or something else. Atlas 46 has a ton of great options. And the last brand I'll cover in today's video is Red Clouds Collective. Red Clouds Collective is based in Portland, Oregon, and they make a ton of great waxed canvas workwear that is water resistant, and typically a lot of their stuff is lined with wool as well. So if you need something for a colder climate, definitely give them a look. All right, now let's cover some of the big brands in the industry and where they're actually made. First up is Filson Workwear Made in the USA. So Filson is obviously a really popular apparel and gear brand. Unfortunately, most of their stuff is imported these days. We did an analysis of their entire online product inventory and only found about 20.1% of their entire product catalog is labeled as made in the USA. 19% is made in Bangladesh, 14% in Vietnam, 12% in Sri Lanka, and the rest in a lot of other countries. You can check out our full research on them on allamerican.org, but if you really want to go Filson, just make sure to do your research and look at their small selection of products that are made in the US. Next up is Carhartt made in the USA. So unfortunately, Carhartt has pretty much abandoned US manufacturing for most of its workwear. Pretty much everything is now made in China, Mexico, and other countries. Next up is Dickies made in the USA. So Dickies is a very popular workwear brand, and unfortunately, they have also outsourced a lot of their manufacturing to countries like China, Mexico, Honduras, and Cambodia. And lastly is Duluth Trading Company made in the USA. So these guys obviously have some very popular commercials and catalogs for a lot of different workwear. We did a full analysis on Duluth and unfortunately couldn't find any workwear that's made in the US. They have some facilities for manufacturing in Indonesia and Vietnam and France and some other countries, but unfortunately nothing domestically made. All right, that's it for this video on how to find workwear made in the USA. If you have any questions, make sure to drop a comment below or shoot me a message on allamerican.org and I'll find an answer for you and hit you back. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for supporting your country and shopping American made. See y'all next time.